Hello there, and thank you so kindly for stopping by Brown Eyes' channel today on this beautiful, amazing, wonderful day. Because remember, so as a man thinketh in his heart, then so is he. We are to think upon things that bring us a good report. We are to speak things that are not as though they were already. Welcome to all of my subscribers. Thank you for everyone who is stopping by to chop it up with Brown Eyes and take the spiritual journey with me. So today, we're going to be tapping into the energy of the divine masculine, of course. In his headspace, we want to feel his energy towards his divine feminine in this time of separation, because a lot of the past readings for the divine masculine, we know that there is in separation. The divine masculine is going through his transformation, and it's tedious, it's scary, it's hard, it's rough, it's hurtful, it's isolated, it's isolation, it's just the battle of the mind. It's something very tedious, but it is also very needed in order for the divine masculine to grow and to develop into a real mature divine masculine. Because so far he's just a old ordinary sinful hoish man with carnal tendencies, and I'm not here to bash him because I understand. So I know I've had to experience some things in order to understand even the faults. I think we as people, we try to play God and Lord and choose which sin, if you will, is worse than the other. But when we're all here on the same reason, we're all here for a human experience. It's a spiritual journey. And when we can get to a place where we can go outside of ourselves and not judge anyone else because they didn't treat us right or because it didn't happen the way we wanted to, then that's so much spiritual freedom, y'all. You just don't know. It's so much freedom. So far, the energy for the divine masculine is patience. It's like he's going through so much and he's wanting to rush it. You know how you want to hurry up and get to the finish line? You see your family and your friends there, and you know there's some type of extremely awesome reward waiting for you at the end of the finish line. But no, divine masculine, it is not to be so, my darling. No, you have to experience every little piece of the journey along the way. So within that journey, you will acquire patience. So the universe is telling you need patience, my child, because you don't understand just yet. Because what I'm trying to show you is, in order for you to reach the magnitude of divine masculine that you desire to be energetically, then you're going to have to really experience some things. And in those experience, you're going to have to learn how to be patient. Anything worth having, you're going to have to fight for it, and you have to be patient because, this generation wants the microwave loving and the nuke it, the electrocuted type of heated up loving, but no one wants to turn on the oven and take the time to really fix that meal and invest in it and put your hard work and energy in it. So far we know that the divine masculine is telling, the creator is telling the divine masculine, you're going to have to be patient, my son, because you can't rush this. Look at all of the times that you got into mess. Look at all the things that you got into. And I'm going to clarify it. Look at all of the external fleshly things that you've been a part of that has attached itself to you. Therefore, you're in your negative cycles, and you're needing to end these cycles. But the only way you're going to really know how to end these cycles is if your mind has to be reprogrammed. You're going to have to relearn everything you've ever been taught, and it's such a tedious thing because you're being reprogrammed. Of course, you're going to need patience, divine. You're going to need patience for this transformation because I'll tell you what, divine masculine, you're really going to be so happy at the end result. Okay, can I get another card for the divine masculine's energy? Because we're pulling on the divine masculine as a general. This is a general, it's not a personal reading. We want to know his headspace towards his divine feminine in this time of separation. So that's what we're wanting to know. So far the universe is telling the divine masculine, be patient. Because in all your last readings that Ace of Wands was coming out, and that that Knight of Wands was coming all out and all those wands was coming all out. No, you cannot rush and pick up where you left off, because that's why you're in the predicament that you're in. You can't come sexual this time. You have to come spiritual, divine masculine. So in order to really understand what you really need to do, because the world can't raise you up properly, so your creator is going to show you how it has to be done. So you're going to have to be patient. You got to have patience. So and the reason why you want to jump to it is because you're on your guards. You're just surrounded with hostility energy and hostility people, hostility situations. Even though you're thinking towards your divine feminine, but you have no choice but to be patient, because your surroundings and your external is full of hostility. And you could be feeling hostility towards your divine feminine in this time of separation, because she has decided to love herself just a little bit more than you, divine masculine, because she decided that everyone shouldn't die. I mean, someone got to live and tell the story. So you want to take the divine feminine. You're upset that, I hope you're not upset that the divine feminine don't want to go down with you. So we're going to clarify this, of course. So hostilities, I believe the divine masculine is dealing with a lot of external negative things at this time. In his separation, he's dealing with patience, because he really wants to go forward, but it's just not time. Clarify hostilities for the divine masculine with his energy towards his divine feminine in separation. Clarify hostilities. What is this hostilities about for the divine? Page of Wands. So you got a lot of immature hostility. Okay, like I said, them wands is all about passion, because we know fire signs are passionate, passion-driven energies. But that one, and he's a page, so he is a messenger. So he could be fighting off messages of sexual escapades and people. I mean, he know he's going to have to do some things different in his life if he want to be a divine masculine towards his divine feminine. But I think he's fighting off pleasure, because they coming at him. Anything you're trying to run away from is always going to be a struggle with it, because the universe wants to make sure it's out of that. 10 of Cups. So, okay. So 10 of Cups is like you got some type of commitment here. We're talking about the mother, the dad, the animals, the abundant, emotional, fulfilling life from two people. So it seems like you're keeping your guards up. So in this respect, since we're clarifying hostilities, it seems like you're keeping your guards up, because the hostilities is some type of just some type of playfulness, some immature behavior that's affecting this union, because 10 of Cups in tarot is an ending. So is it that you was too busy taking life passionately, that you wasn't taking it seriously, and it ended some type of union here? Is it the union that you ended with the divine feminine? Because that's what I'm asking. That's the only goddamn thing I'm trying to find out right now. Okay, there's a lot of things to ask the divine masculine, but today, Brown Eyes wants to know how does the divine masculine feel towards his divine feminine in separation? So it seems like he's having to be patient, but he's feeling some type of hostility because he know that he was playing, and either this is him knowing that he did not take life serious and it ended this union but with him and the divine feminine, or he's fighting off some type of immature, he's keeping his guards up for some type of immature behavior that ended his home setting or has to do with the home life. Can I get another card for this hostilities? I'm still in this hostilities, because I know he going through it, but we want to know, how does he feel about the divine feminine? Lovers, the lovers, someone that you choose. So, is it that, okay, is it that you was hostile because, and this is a sword, this is number 7, he's holding up a sword. So we know in tarot, swords mean air. It's like mental conflict. He may be having mental conflict within himself about him knowing that he just came for a good time and just really playing, not really taking life serious. He really didn't take this union serious. This is what emotionally he felt towards the divine feminine, but it ended. It ended. And ultimately, this is who he chose. The lovers. He chose you, divine feminine. He actually chose you, but he messed it up. He messed that up because of all this mess he got going on in his head. So it could be another thing. It could be that he's keeping his guards up and he's replaying things and he's having a mind low vibrational thing, is because he was playing and being immature and not taking things serious. And the home ended because of this lover that he had. Maybe you are the lover that he had, divine feminist, or maybe you're his divine, maybe you're this 10 of cups and he had another lover. Either way it goes, multiple people in this mix concerning his thoughts towards the divine feminine. He know that he had too many people he were dealing with, and his immaturity, because it looked good on paper having multiple women, but in reality, when you try to honor them and be there, it's going to cause some type of conflict. So yeah, he was given the deed, but he was immature. He could be a messenger, but all he wanted to do was just play. He didn't want to take life serious at this time because he was young and full of testosterone. And so something ended because of him being young and immature. And it seems like that ended because he chose to love someone else or to have a lover on the side. Now, clarify the lovers. Wait a minute. Let me clarify the lovers, y'all. Let me see who is this lover. One of them is the divine feminine, and one of them is what they would call the karmic, the one that he's in, that he's stuck in, that he has some type of union with. So it could be this union that he's already in, because we know that the divine masculine, he had the 10 of Pentacles. I don't recall him having too many 10 of Cups, but 10 of Cups is like a union. Husband, wife, the children, the house, you're living together and all those things. So either he had that type of energy with the divine feminine, and the reason why it ended with him and the divine feminine was because he chose to step out and have another lover. Okay, because the lovers is someone that you decide to be with. You don't just wake up and fall in no vagina. You don't just wake up riding no penis. You hear me? The lovers is someone who you choose to be with. So clarify the lovers for the divine masculine in separation of his divine feminine and his thoughts. Can we clarify the lovers card here? Clarify the lovers card. Okay, so we have the 3 of Cups at the bottom of the deck, though. So it seems like it was some type of, he was just out there because this was a 3-party situation. So, okay, I'm still trying to figure out, clarify the lovers. Clarify the lovers. 3 of Wands is waiting for something to happen. Can I get another card? Waiting for a success. Too many cards. Waiting for something. So the divine masculine, he's always waiting on something. This King of Cups. Okay, so we see that his current energy, in his energy towards his divine feminine in separation, is the universe is calling him to be patient. He's got to have patience, because if he doesn't have patience, he's going to continue staying in the low vibrational settings that he's so accustomed doing, that he's built a comfort zone in. So he's going to have to be patient. But he has hostility around him because all he did was play and have a good time. He really didn't take... If he was in some type of union, and we know based on all of these past cards, the divine masculine was in some type of union, some type of structure union here. So that means that he was in that union, but even if he was in this household union, let's say if he had a wife, kids, he still was out here playing. Even if we're not even mentioning the divine feminine, because even if this is the divine feminine, a lover, because he could already had this commitment. Before he interacted with the divine feminine, But this is something that he does. You see, he's in between the home and he's in between his lover. This is something that he's practiced doing. That's what he do. He just celebrate. That's all he do. He just live within the moment. He doesn't take life serious because he's immature in nature, because that's how he was raised and taught. So it seems like you're waiting for the King of Cups. You're waiting for this emotional fulfillment here. So I guess you're waiting for some type of emotion because something ended here. Because in the Ten of Cups is an ending. So it's like your playfulness ended this union here because you had another lover that you played, that you partied with, that you kicked it with, that you wanted to renew shit with. So, but now you're waiting to now you're waiting to be emotionally fulfilled by this person. Boy. Now we got the Queen of Cups, so we have a couple here. Oh no, that's the Queen of Pentacles. Okay. So you're waiting for some type of you're waiting for some type of emotion, some type of love, or some type of honor, some type of success. But it seems like, see, the King of Cups is with the Queen of Pentacles. That means that it's kind of balanced. He bringing the emotions, she's bringing the pentacles. So it could be vice versa. It is a couple. It's an opposite couple, but that's the perfect. That's like the emotions and the materialistic things. That's what they're waiting for. That's success. He sees success. So it's like he looks upon the divine feminine as someone he can really grow with. He can build stability with. She'll take care of the home because he knows she's a good mother, that he knows she's a good provider. That's why she's a divine. And he knows she's extremely intuitive and she's a emotionally nurturing person. He wants that success. He's waiting for it. So it's as if he didn't care about this home thing ending because he wants success. The divine masculine really wants success with his divine feminine. Now let's clarify this patience card. He really wants success with his divine feminine, but he been playing. It seems like the person who he has been with, probably even before he even met the divine feminine, this is something that they did. He always went out and partied and had other women on the side, but he offered some type of stability to this karmic, you might as well say, because they stayed. They stayed, and all of the things. The star. So we're clarifying patience. The universe is saying you're going to have to be patient while I heal you. That's the reason why you're going to have to be patient. You can't rush into through your healing because you can't rush to get to the good part. You have to experience the bad part too, because the good and the bad, the ugly is all a part of your healing process. But at the end, you will be rebirthed. You'll be transformed, divine masculine. He wants to come in to the divine feminine, but he's not ready. He has this womanizing energy on him because who he's been joined with has tolerated. They don't care. King of Pentacles. So this is the divine masculine, isn't it? You want to you want stability. You want to be the head of your household. You want to build abundance. You want to be healed. You want your finances healed. It's like this breakup here kind of broke you. It took a lot out of you. It seems like, what it seems like is this breakup, this union, because of him always taking his freaking wand out. And, that's what they did, though. This is what they did. It was acceptable, but it's. I guess he messed around and met the divine feminine, and it just knocked the whole goddamn foundation down. You hear me? So he wants this new beginning with this divine feminine, but this union this committed union here that ended because of his promiscuous or his hoisness, fucked him up emotionally. It took a lot out of him. And not only did that take a lot out of him, messing with the divine femme did too, because she was a innocent person to this. But I think it had it to be in order for him to understand in order for him to get a chance to come out of negative energies and so that he could see things differently. Because not only did it damage him emotionally, man, I mean, it broke him down. Do you hear me? It broke his finances down. That's how you get a man, because a man is stuck on the image. The man was taught you gotta keep the house together. You gotta take care of your woman, take care of your children. You gotta be a provider. You mess with them finances and mess with his livelihood where he's not able to provide for himself or his family, then that's gonna do a lot to his ego. So I think he's been brought down a notch here because he's needing patience. He needed to heal his finance. He needed to heal who he is in order for him to get back where he desires to be. Five of Swords. Here, this Five of Swords is you being very, let's see, why is this Five of Swords here? You in your head. You in your head. Why is this Five of Swords here? Ooh, you got the Queen of Swords because wait a minute, y'all. My card's messing up on me. I gotta make sure I'm getting them right. Five of Swords. I knew you was gonna be in your head some kind of way. He's still healing. That's why it has really affected the divine masculine, but he still wants to he still wants his divine feminine, but he's got to come a certain kind of way, and he want to cheat, but the universe is not going to allow him to do that. So it seems like what he is experiencing, why the universe is kind of turning up the heat on the divine masculine, is because so that he can see himself. Now we know this Five of Swords energy is fighting and fussing and just going overboard. So it just seems like going overboard or just getting it at all costs, because this Queen of Swords is a cutter. She'll hear you out, but I think she just effing with you. She really already know the truth, and she's gonna cut your ass out. But she's not for the game. She's not for it. And it could be some type of mental conflict that the divine masculine is having with this Five of Swords too, because swords is air. He could be in his head because he needs healing over here. Remember, he got the Star card. He needs his money to. Anytime his money done fell off, his health could be bad. You know what I'm saying? He could be overindulging in things. He could be doing things to numb the loss. And most of the time, if something has happened, you go deeper into a negative situation, especially if you don't have any sound people around you trying to help you come out of it. So I think that he's having conflict within himself, but he knows why he's having conflict, and he's ready to cut it out. He knows that he's having to go through this transformation. He knows that he had to end that cycle with this karmic. He had to look at himself, because he was in this Five of Swords. He was in all type of swords energy. Let me see why you got this Five of Swords here. Dark mirror. It's the dark side of you. Because he needs to be healed, but he wants to make sure he have his money together. He's all about that image still. And he get the money, the hoes will come. So he has to learn. The universe know when you're ready. We could try to put on a front to each other, but the universe knows. The universe knows everything. So I think that he can't really front. He's going to have to deal with this thing, and he's going to have to be patient. He can't maneuver his way. He can't hustle his way. He has to do it, because every which way you look, he's in his head. He's being tormented. He's dealing with his own personal issues, and then he have desires and emotions for his divine feminine, who's in separation from him at this time. And he's thinking about his stability and what he has and what he will have to offer. But he's such in a bad place mentally and emotionally. He's really having to use patience and heal. It's not going to happen overnight. Forgetting oneself. Downcast pride and hiding your true self. Because he's been putting on the front for so freaking long. He's been putting on the front. He's been hiding through the image. He's been trying to act like he's all that. And it's okay not to have everything, but if you grow up with abandonment issues, you will try to fake the front just to please other people. But he's forgetting himself. He don't know who the fuck he is. So it's easy to forget yourself. You never knew who you were. You're too busy acting like everybody around you. And then you got the downcast pride. It means that you're gonna go through so many emotional things in your life at this point, divine masculine, because it's called your transformation. You have no choice but to get rid of the ego and the pride. You're being stripped. In my last video, I showed you he had bare naked to the stars. He's stripped. He know he's stripped. Anytime his money needs healing, because the divine masculine is all about that image. Anytime that money is in question, is being some type of messed with it, that's that pride. He lived through his image and what his money can buy him and what he looked like to other people, because he have emotional issues he don't want people to know about. Hiding your true self, because he always hiding. He's afraid to look at his own self. But in this time right now, this time of separation, honey, he forced to look at himself now. Let me clarify these cards. You can't escape it. He wants the divine feminine. He wants to give you the world, but he's not in a position to do anything right now. Clarify forgetting oneself. Forgetting yourself. Forgetting oneself. You've been playing other folks and acting like you've been going along to get along for so long, divine masculine. You don't even know who the hell you are. You was created to be everybody. The people around you trained you how to be like them, but they never taught you how to be yourself. You don't know. Clarify this forgetting oneself for divine masculine. It's actually sad, y'all, because I understand he missed his divine feminine and all those things like that, but you got the Page of Cups. Forgetting oneself. Is it like you're trying to forgetting oneself? Are you trying to set down your pride and apologize about something? Because this Page of Cups is some type of offer, some immature, some type of crush or something. Then you got the Seven of Pentacles. So it's like forgetting oneself. You're getting messages about Seven of Pentacles is waiting and seeing what's coming out of something. So it's like maybe you're waiting for the message of, you're waiting for some type of message to see, can you move forward? This is what's clarified, is you forgetting oneself. So forgetting oneself is forgetting yourself. He's forgetting your oneself. So he's waiting on some type of news concerning his money. You remember over here, his money needs to be healed. So he's forgetting oneself, but he's forgetting oneself. It's like he don't know what he's gonna do with himself. He don't know. He's not feeling very optimistic about his future. He's forgetting oneself. He wants to forget himself, but he can't. He want all this shit to be over with, but it's not. That's why you got to learn to have patience, because you got to go through this. He trying to find out, because you remember it was an ending here. He trying to find out what kind of money he gonna have. He's waiting on some type of news about this investment, because the Ten of Cups is an investment. We're clarifying downcast pride, and we have strength. So you're needing the strength and the courage to make the best decisions, divine masculine. You're needing courage and strength in order to swallow your pride and do the right thing. I don't give a crap how it looks to other people, because you can't be a people pleaser and heal. Clarify this downward pride. You're needing strength and courage because you're afraid. Three of Pentacles, you're needing this because you need to put in the work. You want to work on yourself. You want to work on yourself with someone else. You want to work on yourself with the divine feminine is what you want. But you don't know how to let go of your pride and your ego, because you don't want the divine feminine to know all of the shit your ass been through as a result of your wicked ways. Okay? And I'm not making fun, but that's just the reality. yet and still you desire her. So you're dealing with so many mental things at this time, and you can't escape them. Let's clarify hiding your true self. See, you want the divine feminine to think that you don't care about her, that you don't think about her, but you do. In fact, that's a big part of you, because your divine feminine has always been spiritual. And I guarantee you, out of all the relationships you've been in, they have not touched your spirit like divine feminine. She's divine. And you had to meet her in order for you to understand that there's more out here that the universe needs you to see. Clarify this card. It's about you growing spiritually, so you won't be tormented by the ways of this world. Because men, hiding your true self, Ace of Wands, a passion, brand new beginning, hiding your true self. It's like you have been hiding the lust, this lust demon in you, because you didn't want the divine feminine to know that you was a freak. You didn't want the divine feminine to know that you was a porn addict, that you was a nympho, and that's just keeping it real. You didn't want her to know that that's what you did. You know, you fell for the divine feminine, but you don't want her to know all these things, and that you are under judgment now. You're under judgment, and judgment is healing too, but the only way you're going to heal is if you go through judgment. You know, some people won't apologize to you until they know that they did you wrong. So the only way the divine masculine is going to get the healing, he has to come under judgment. All of his passionate escapades and all of his sexual addictions is brought him under judgment. And that's what he don't want the divine feminine to know about him. He's embarrassed. He don't want you to know who his true self really is, because he put on a hell of a show for you, honey. He had you thinking he was the ideal man, brother, lover, daddy, uncle, cousin. But deep down, when the lights go off and when that moon pop out, he's as vicious as they come. And that is something he never wants you to know, because he's ashamed of that himself. It's just that he doesn't have control over it. So yeah, that's what that's all about. So let me get some work your light oracle messages for you, divine masculine. And you're not doing anything no more weirder than the next person. I sympathize for you. I believe in you. You're awesome. You can do this. You just have to put forth the effort. You have to get ready for your fight. Just like you fight for the shit out here in this world, you better fight for your mental, your spiritual freedom. Because this world does not want to see divine men stand. They want to see these bullshit boys. They want to see the fuck boys around here. Divine femmes don't want to be attached to no fuck boy. I mean, they don't even go, okay? And forgive me, but I'm just saying, come on, divine masculines. We need y'all to stand in your power. Stand in your power as only you can do, okay? That's all I'm saying. I ain't here. Brown eyes ain't gonna beat you down, sweetheart. I understand, and I'm rooting for you. But at the same time, you're no good for anyone. No one wants to go through that shit. No one wants. No logical thinking person wants to. The divine feminines have to love y'all ass with a long ass handle. And realistically, she has to pull her energy back, because you on some dark shit, unresolved shit that is really surfaced in your life. Align your life, divine masculine, is what the universe is saying. What is not aligned or needs to change? What is not aligned? See, there you're distorted. Who is the true you in this? We don't see the true you. We see fragments of you. But who is the true you, divine masculine? Are you afraid to see? Transformation. Things are changing at a cellular level. Deep healing. Of course you need deep healing, because you don't know how to keep your dick in your pants. I'm just saying, look, I believe a lot of the divine masculines were molested from older women. They could have even been molested by men. And I'm not picking, I'm just saying that that's what I feel, because they're so governed by their sex, and some type of sexual perversion was left in an innocent boy child. That's what I feel. But the universe is healing them, birthing a new age, birthing new creations, dreaming a new world into being. So see, divine masculine, you're not your past. You're not all the negative things people say you are. You're only those things when you don't make a change. So let me try to clarify real quick if I have enough time on here. Let's clarify this. Align your life for the divine masculine. Of course, they've been touched. Well, what is it? An innocent child can't fight that off. That shit grows. Align your life, because you're bored and you're discontent with how you are now, because you got the 4 cups. That's why your life is out of season. You don't have that spunk. You don't have that divine intervention. You don't have that divine feminine investing in you like that now, because she was pouring her cup in you. So now that she's pulled back her energy, you're bored and you're discontent and you're out of line. You need to be balanced and healed. So clarify transformation for the divine masculine. Transformation, things are changing at a cellular level. Keep healing. Keep healing, divine masculine. You can do this. You can't screw everybody now. You can't get your penis sucked on all the goddamn time. You're going to have to grow up. That's just the honest God truth. And I'm just telling you. Heal while you're young, because you don't want to be an old hoe, okay? That's all I'm saying. Because then when you get an old hoe and your penis stop getting on hard, that's going to be a shot to your ego. So clean it up early while you can. So let's clarify transformation. Transformation is this 10 of Pentacles. See what transforming is going to bring you? Is going to bring you abundance, because that's what you need. And the universe doesn't mind giving this to you, divine masculine, but it's only going to give you this total legacy when you're ready, and when you have the right heart with who to share it with. Because believe it or not, part of these pentacles belong to the divine feminine. Okay, I'm just saying this. Once you transform, you can have it. Now, birthing a new age, birthing new creations, dreaming a new world into being. So as a man thinketh in his heart, then so is he. That's why you have to think upon things that bring you a good report. You have to think that. Be the magician in your own life. Think about good things. Stay around positive thinking people who elevate you, and not people who tolerate you and then talk behind your back for you even pull off good. They talking shit about you. They don't want to see you do better. And those are the people you're around. Clarify birthing a new age. Birthing a new age, 8 of Pentacles. Birthing a new age means that you are going to be putting in the work. You're going to be mastering your skill in what it takes to get you where you need to be. Because you got this 10 of Pentacles over here. But it seems like the universe is giving you what you desire. You already have the divine feminine, even if it's just on a spiritual level. But it's like once you transform, you will have these things. It's like he doesn't mind. It's not a bad thing when you're doing the right thing. The universe will give you these things, but the universe would snatch all this from you when you dishonor it. Even when you dishonor the divine feminine, you're under divine order and judgment then, because you're under judgment now. It's some type of karmic debt you're having to pay, because you did a cycle of starting new passion and new beginnings, just for you to fizzle right on back out and create other judgments and other cycles here that is affecting too many people. So let me pull a possible outcome with the tarot cards right quick. You can do this, divine masculine. I believe in you, okay? All right. I got but a few more minutes because my time is about to run out. So we have movement, choices, and decisions. That's exactly what you have. You have movement. You should be making movement within your choices and your decisions. And you have memories of love, and the universe says to choose wisely. And then after that, you have prosperity begins. And then after that, you have partnerships and alliances. Solitude, intuition. So see, you got all of the positive energy coming on, but you have to make that movement, make the right choices and the right decisions in order for all of the positive 10 of Pentacles and all of these, your lovers and all of these abundant things to take place in your life. You have to make the right choices. And that's what the universe is saying. And not only is he saying it, he's saying within your choices, you better make sure you choose wisely, okay? So this has been your reading for the divine masculine towards his divine feminine in separation. If my video resonates with you guys, please like, share, and subscribe. And remember, so as a man thinketh in his heart, then so is he. We are to think upon things that bring us a good report. We are to speak things that are not as though they were already. Thank you so kindly for tuning in to Brown Eyes, and I will talk to you in the other video. Bye.